that there would be a lot of effects, and I was worried about pillows moving. That was my first thoughts on making a ghost movie. I was like, well, how am I gonna keep the couch the same? We probably shouldn't have blankets. I just went immediately to the logistics.
So continuity was.
Yeah, my first thought was continuity. Yeah, I was like, how are we gonna make a ghost? I think it's a little hazy, so I don't remember the drafting process too well, but I think one of my first thoughts was, is he going to make a lot of accents? Because I felt like you had a lot of really unique characters in different time periods, so my first thought was, is he going to pull off the accents? Which I think you did. I was like, okay, do I need to make fun of him? Do I have to say this sounds bad? But you did the accents pretty well. I can't remember what my feedback was when I read it, because I know some parts I remember thinking were too wordy, or too long, or a little repetitive. I think that's usually when I read your earlier drafts, I think, is this too long? Is this Chris language? And then I try to pare it back, and you only agree like to 30% of it.
That's true.
But I don't remember exactly. But if I had to guess, that's probably what I think I thought. Oh, well, I don't remember.
For any of the special effects?
No, well, for the pre-production testing of it, no, I don't remember.
Really?
No.
Even though you were involved in some?
I don't remember a lot. I'm just like, I did my part and then I'm done and I move on, and it's like it didn't exist in my head.
This is it.
For the makeup tests, I was very intimidated because I was worried about not meeting your expectations. And I think that in the end it turned out okay. Like, I think when we look at the footage before you had the ghost effect, I'm like, oh, he looks like he didn't get enough sleep, or he looks a little bit dead. But then, unfortunately, once the ghost effect was added, it wasn't dramatic enough to be noticed when you were invisible, which was annoying because I tried.
You mean transparent?
Yeah, when you were transparent. You couldn't see the makeup when you were transparent, so that was kind of annoying because I spent so long trying to make it look right, and it looked good to the naked eye, but on a camera you couldn't see it. So then I was proud and disappointed. Oddly, it didn't feel that much different shooting during a pandemic than shooting not during a pandemic, because I feel like even though there's usually more characters, most of the stuff typically falls on you and me when we're filming, so it just kind of felt the same. Because we usually do smaller productions. We haven't done like a bigger movie with a lot of characters in a long time, so I feel like I don't remember it enough to miss it. So it was fine with me. I didn't know if I could look scared for those intro shots. I was a little worried because I'm not that great of an actor, so I was a little worried about hitting the emotional beats, and I think we had to do a few takes to make it look right. Like I was scared, and then sometimes I was walking too slow or walking too fast, and we had to make sure it worked for the part where the shirt went in front of the camera and it looked like a ghost, which that came out really good. I didn't expect it to look that real. It's just a shirt going like this, which was funny. But mostly I just worried about my acting. So I don't worry as much about the external things when I'm focusing mainly on my acting, just because it's so hard for me to do. And I don't have a great attention span. But when I'm filming things for you, I'm usually like thinking about 12 things that are all around me. When I'm acting, I can't do that because it's hard. I feel like I just know beats without even really thinking about it. I'm like, oh, there's an extra hair of a second here that we need to get rid of, or it's going to annoy the shit out of me when I'm watching it. So that's usually what I think when I'm editing things. I'm like, where's a hair of a second that I don't like and bothers me, and I remove that. when it comes to the special effects, I feel like there were some of them that I wish we had maybe done a reshoot for. I don't know, like especially the intro shot with all the ghosts together. It was so hard to make that happen, and then it was done so many times that they were very see-through, and it was almost difficult to understand unless you knew it was there. Um, but I don't know how we would have done that differently. Maybe that's in a future ghost movie we'll have a solve for that. Uh, but other than that, I don't recall anything else with the editing. I remember there was one edit that you didn't agree with me on. I can't remember what that was, but I'm sure if we watched it again, I would be like, oh, that's the part that annoys me. Okay, he didn't cut that when I said so. It reminded me of when I used to be a YouTube beauty guru when we released the film, because I would just say, hey, I'm uploading a video at 12 o'clock. Everyone come and watch it. And you would just like wait for comments. And you're like, ah, there's somebody. Ah! like that's what it reminded me of. Just a ghost of my past. Since we've been in digital for such a long time and doing these kind of things frequently, it didn't surprise me to do a digital premiere. Well, I know like a lot of like big movie plate people were like, oh no, he can't be in person. But I feel like just as an indie creator, it's just kind of normal to put things on the internet and wait to see what happens.
Okay.
Though there was less alcohol, usually we would have alcohol. I think that this movie could have a lot of different headcanons depending on who's watching it. One reality is that Dr. Milnes could have made all these people up and he's just a lonely, sad ghost. They could be all his extra personality. Rebecca could have made them all up because she was sad. Maybe her husband didn't exist, or maybe they're all her husband and she knows that, and that's why she's really annoyed. Or they could just represent different aspects of society, or all kinds of other things. Like the pirate could be the skeptical Googler that's like, you're wrong, you're making that up. And just like a know-it-all knows everything. Little things like that. So I think that people can interpret it in different ways, and that's pretty fun. It was fun. Would do it again.